Unless my dog is out there or you are out there, I'm not going out to investigate the strange noise.
You are all my children now.
Hey everyone!
Hi.
This is Grave Cinema here again, and we are bringing you yet another reaction video with a review. Now, when this comes around, it should be, December.
Yeah.
Yeah, December, and
That's why we're festive.
festive. It's the Christmas season, because when you think of Christmas, you think of slashers and slaughter and nightmares. You think of Freddy and his sweater.
And fire.
Yes. Oh, and
Because who doesn't think of fire?
also,
Oh,
here's a hat.
thanks.
Isn't this the face of a serial killer?
Lucky you're cute.
Yeah. We'll be doing, we'll be starting the sequels to A Nightmare on Elm Street for this month because, one, we wanted to get to them.
Two,
To Christmas.
fate likes to punish me.
It does.
It does.
And also
I guess that'd be
three,
three.
we are going to Monster Mania this weekend.
Yeah, so we're shooting this. It is early November.
Yes, and there is a part 3 reunion, so I want to get parts 1 and 2 out for her, at least have her see them before we
2
go
and
there.
3. We've already watched part 1 as
Yeah.
our rewatch and reviews for October. Part 3 will technically be partially a rewatch for me because that is the movie that as a child scarred the ever-loving daylights out of me. It made me afraid to walk in the dark for at least 2 years. Alone. And with other people I was still a little hesitant.
So you really gotta enjoy it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
congratulations.
it'll be a
This is
good
my
one.
childhood nightmare. This didn't scar me nearly as bad as arachnophobia, or I would have vetoed it a long time ago.
Yeah, we've established for Arachnophobia you will not rewatch unless somebody subscribes to our $10,000 tier on Patreon that I just put there, because you're not
We
gonna
finally have a price.
you're not gonna watch that unless you get paid enough to pay off some bills and some debts.
At least, because then
So-
the rest of it can be put towards therapy.
So if you really like us that much and you have that much to blow and you really want us
Or
to
you're really,
watch
really, really
Arachnophobia.
bored and have money to blow.
yeah, you can.
We're also in the market for a sugar daddy, but you gotta take both of us. Yeah.
Daddy, mommy, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's why we're doing A Nightmare on Elm Street now through this month. We also will have other Christmas themed horror movies. We're doing a couple of them.
Oh, did you see what I tagged you in on Facebook? There's another Thanksgiving one I didn't know.
Oh yeah, Thanksgiving. Yeah, we're already
Yes.
past the Thanksgiving season for the most
I know,
part.
but still.
But that can be one we put on our list for next year, as well as some cannibal movies, since
I
I've
just
been
didn't
reminded
know if
are
you'd
also
ever
good for
seen-
Thanksgiving. But right now we're on Christmas.
cannibal music.
This is Christmas,
Christmas!
and when you
We
think
should
of
have our
Christmas,
tree
you
lit.
think of Freddy Krueger.
Of course.
Just
He's
like
got
everyone.
red and green.
I mean,
sweater.
every kid knows who Freddy is. He's like Santa Claus.
He's like the worst kind of Santa Claus. He's the Santa Claus where you left the fire lit and he came down the chimney anyway. And his magic did not save him. No.
Nope. No. But yeah, so A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. Oh, I forgot to show the thing. This is what we're doing. Yes.
Here's the video.
Freddy's Revenge. Yes, based
should
from my
have our
DVD Nightmare collection.
Who's surprised he has this? No one.
I'm still waiting for the day Scream Factory can get the rights to do a big 4K release of all the Freddy movies, but everyone is
I'm
waiting for
surprised
that.
they haven't yet because
It's probably
everyone
some
loves
right
Freddy
bullshit
Krueger.
with New Line and WB. I mean, they own all the films, or they just
You
license.
fuckers with your rights and your
Yeah. Corporate bullshit.
properties and red tape and don't. Can you just let the fans have what they want? We're the ones that matter. We're the ones giving you our money.
Yeah, we have money.
Well, you have money.
I have
I'm
money.
broke as shit right now.
I have money, and I can buy cool shit like that.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, so we're gonna at least get 2 and 3 out for the month of December. Maybe another one later. I don't know. Maybe we'll save it for next December. Because there's still a lot of stuff you
There's
have
a
yet to see.
a lot of stuff.
We've done almost about 50 of these now,
We haven't
and
even
that's
done any
barely
truly
scratched the surface.
Christmas themed
So
horror movies yet. So
yes, but to give you a tease, the ones I do have, at least for her to watch, are Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Krampus.
yes.
We have decided I want to show you those two.
Yes, because they are the most Christmassy themed, and we already watched Black Christmas, folks, for those of you who want to
Yes.
suggest that.
We may do that as another rewatch for December as well. So in addition to those two, these ones should come out on like a Friday. Probably Black Christmas will be another Friday one. Probably the weekend of Christmas, like that 23rd or 24th, I
Yeah,
believe.
because Christmas is on a Sunday.
Yeah, so
it'd be
maybe
the
we'll
23rd.
release it for that one, yeah. Okay, so... Alright, so, without further delay, I think we should get to our watch.
Bring on the nightmares!
Alright, Freddy's Revenge.
I like this hat. You might not get it back.
It's
Same with the
okay.
sweater.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 2.
Deuces.
Freddy's Revenge.
Okay, already I don't like that. It looked like it was put on there in a high school PowerPoint.
This was released like 1 year after the first movie. Because New Line's like, wait, moneymaker, pump that shit out, pump that shit out. Just like Scream 2 was released a year after Scream. So yeah.
Well, I'm sure it'll be on the same level as Scream.
Hey, look who it is. Yeah.
But that's... You sneaky bastard. For those of you who don't know what I'm saying.
Here he is.
That's Robert Englund. He's a bus driver.
He's a bus driver.
You sneaky fuck, you're not a bus driver.
Christopher Young did the music on this one. Excellent.
Didn't
Hellraiser.
he? Okay.
Hellraiser. Great music in Hellraiser. That's excellent.
Yes, if you can't tell, he loves Hellraiser. And he's looking like, I'm just gonna jump out this window and hope it kills me.
Driver, that was my stop!
What is happening?
Bus ride.
It's in her dream.
Driver, go ahead!
And that's why Robert Englund was a bus driver. It's her dream. I think it's her dream.
There's quite a lot in this particular sequel to unpack,
So I'm
which
just
I'll
saying.
talk about at the end.
Okay, so the
Yeah.
daughter of the bus driver in me is literally saying, get up and go to the back of the bus where the emergency door is. Oh yeah, but you're not in Kansas anymore.
Oh my god!
Okay, my money's on the girl whose stop got missed. Or the nerd guy who looks like he wanted to get out before the bus missed its stop. Bro.
Look at that miniature work.
I mean, that's really good miniature work.
But I don't think they can get out now.
Nah.
What's that?
That's Freddy. You have your choice. You can either be slashed to death, and it's probably going to be more painful, or you can open the back door.
Where they can fight.
Baby, even if you keep it balanced, how are they gonna rescue you? And if you're gonna fight, what are you gonna fight with? Like, you kick him to the other side, the whole bus goes down.
Oh, honey, he's all right. He's just having a bad dream.
Oh, it was the nerd guy.
Just a bad dream. That's all it was.
Yeah,
A bad dream.
one hell of a bad dream if you're that drenched in sweat. What is up with your room?
It's a little messy.
It needs to be unpacked. Ah, the days of tidy whities.
Jesse, you okay?
It's
No.
so hot up there. I'm having a lot of trouble sleeping. There's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with that air conditioning, Mom. You just need to shut it free up.
Freddy fingers.
Hi.
Look. It's discount Meryl Streep.
Definitely.
Yeah, lots of comments on the similarities between the two.
Somebody could you get any yet, Luce? Hi, it's my ride to school, okay?
Eye on the ball.
Yeah, his eye was on his ball.
You okay there?
Just one of the ones in his pants. Oh.
Heads up, plate brain.
Nice hat.
What, you just trying to get his pants off in front of all those people? Something you want there?
Obviously.
Assume the position.
He already did. Those are not how you do push-ups. That's not how you do. Oh, my back hurts looking at that.
They already did a lot. They were too weak to do more.
Okay, but your back needs to be straight.
There's not a lot of straight things
It's not
in this movie.
Yeah,
I'll
no.
let you know that already.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, there's not. I remember something about tongues in the third one.
Ah.
How much
Freddy and
longer
his
do you
tongue.
think he's gonna keep us out here? It could be all night.
Well, you're doing a very lovely cobra pose.
My parents just bought a place on Elm Street.
You tell me you moved into that big white house with the bars in the window?
Yeah, what about it?
Really?
Some chick was locked in there by her mother and she went crazy.
Oh, it still has the bars on the windows.
1428 Elm. They moved in.
Foolish decisions. I had taken the bars off the upper windows. That's her old room. I recognize it now. No wonder you can't sleep. You got a window watcher?
A creeper?
Somebody looking to see your penis? Like your gym teacher? Let's go investigate! Obviously, there's some creep outside who could have a knife, so I should go chase him.
We always have to investigate those things. It's a rule.
Listen. Unless my dog is out there or you are out there, I'm not going out to investigate the strange noise. Rules be damned, I'm a rebel. But you know what? I'm gonna live to see the end of the movie, too.
Huh?
The creepy noise just started.
Oh, the creepy noise
Something
started,
bad's
so
about
she
to
has to
happen.
hold my arm.
Listen, you know how this works.
Daddy can't help you now. I need you, Jesse.
That's kinky.
We got special work to do here, you and me.
In my eyes.
You've got the body. I've got the brain.
Ooh.
Nice.
Great special effects work, but ew.
You've got the body. Now I've got the brain.
This is a bad dream. Okay?
Aw, aren't you a cute little snake? Look at his new nose. He's one boop. Oh, that was real. Poor little snake. It's a cute suit.
I told you I want that room unpacked. Right now, son. Right now.
Birdie.
Interesting that the bed is in the corner like that. That works.
Oh yeah. Somebody likes Bowie. What's he holding?
I was just cleaning my room.
I know. I figured you might like some help.
Aw.
Where does this go?
Interesting. It's a green sweater and a red sweater.
What's this?
I don't know.
They found a diary. Wonder whose it is.
Can't imagine.
Nancy Thompson, 1428 Elm Street.
Tearing at my nightgown with his steel claws. His name is Fred. He keeps trying to take me to the boiler room. He wants to kill me.
Jesse, are you okay?
No, he's not okay. He is very far
It's
from
just something
okay.
that Grady said.
Melted. It's very hot.
Why would you go down there?
Because we must investigate.
Investigating daylight with other people. I want to know what happened to Nancy and her family.
They don't live there no more.
Oh no shit.
Go ahead, Jesse. Try on for size. Kill for me.
I'll see you later.
Got yourself a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Which means she's probably gonna die.
Hey, Grady, you remember your dreams? Only the wet ones.
No talking.
Schneider's always got a stick up his ass.
Hello, dirtball.
We'll just reuse this shot.
It is always so hot in here?
Sure. It's 97 degrees in here.
You'd be dying. Hell, I might be dying.
What's going on with the birdies?
Yes, we know. If you were there, you could catch the birdie that
Just burst
spontaneously
into flame.
Busted. Now will you get the AC unit looked at?
Yeah, it made your bird explode.
What is it? I mean, bird rabies? It's that cheap seed you've been buying.
Oh, please, Ken.
I mean, animals just don't explode into flames for no reason. Do they? Right.
Well, it's sure not a leak.
Supernatural demon is definitely haunting your house. Does that house just like make people go crazy or something?
It's haunted by Freddy.
Okay, but it shouldn't affect people while they're awake.
Walking in the rain, are we?
Gotta cool down somehow. Dawn's place? Oh. Speaking of kink. But why are you there? This does not look like your scene.
Look, it's Bob Shea, the producer.
I have a beer, please.
Oh shit, that's your gym teacher. What? You're dreaming. Okay.
Get the shower.
Wait, is this not a dream?
It's the trouble with dream films. It's hard to tell what's real and what's not.
Why are you just standing there chewing your gum like nothing is wrong? What, do you see this shit every day?
Don't you?
Particularly, although I would kind of like to see it in person. Those effects have gotta be bitchin'. Let me guess. Freddy's gonna kill the shitty gym teacher to try and get Jesse on his side.
It's a possibility.
That is so kinky. Why?
Why not?
You're just setting up for a gay sex scene. I don't understand. You didn't say you're safe for the Ooh, you're right.
Good evening. We found him out on the highway wandering around. He was naked.
So wait, that was all awake?
It would appear
The gym
so.
teacher found him at a bar, took him to the school, made him run, and then get a shower at night.
2 questions.
It would appear so.
What are you taking, son? Who are you getting it from?
Not taking drugs. Oh, I want to go to bed.
Come on. He needs help, and we don't know how to give it to him. That boy's in trouble.
No, he's not in trouble. What that boy needs is a good goddamn kick in the butt. That's what he needs.
You need the kick in the butt!
Tell you what he needs. He needs a methadone clinic.
Well, he's not gonna think his son's being haunted by some type of dream
No,
demon.
but a psychiatrist is not out of the realm of checking in with. Okay? Therapy should not be... And a kick in the ass is not something that should ever be needed when your son's acting like that. He's obviously got something wrong.
It's the 80s.
I get it.
Yeah.
Just, what the fuck?
Saturday got wasted last night. He must have been working late. Some maniac came in and sliced him up like a kielbasa.
That's an interesting effect.
It's the nursery rhyme. He's like, nah, I'm out.
I don't want to hear one more word about it, Jess. There's absolutely nothing, I mean nothing, wrong with this house.
Nothing at all. We got too good a deal for there to be something wrong with this house. There goes the toaster.
Look here, Sheriff. Wasn't even plugged in.
I'd be leaving.
Jesse,
That
you
house.
can't blame yourself for what happened to Schneider.
Where are you going?
What is this place?
Fred Krueger worked here. It's an old power plant. Fred Krueger kidnapped 20 kids and brought them here and killed them.
Sounds like you're dusting over a few things, but okay. Don't tell me that's where you kept the kids locked up. Oh no.
Wake up, little girl.
Go back to sleep.
So it appears instead of going through the dreams, Freddy's going through Jesse.
He's trying to go for his little sister because he always went for kids.
You had another nightmare, didn't you?
Yes, I had a bad night. Dad thinks I'm on drugs. My mom thinks I'm crazy. And you know, at this point, I don't know if I don't agree with her.
Not right now. You gotta wait, okay?
In the last act of the movie.
Does the last act happen during the party?
Hey, now cut that out.
Maybe.
Nice time.
Gotta get busy.
Jesse, why won't you talk to me? I want to help you.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. And I don't want you to watch me fall apart.
Listen, we'll stay up all night if we have to. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you.
Yeah. But he might let some things happen to you.
Time for the real party.
There's the tap off.
What the hell are they doing down there?
Oh, and the kids.
I feel like that's not Jessie anymore, and it's actually Freddy. She has some nice boobs, though.
Yeah. Get that tongue action going. Oh yeah, I think you're right. Maybe Freddy did take him over a little bit there.
More than a little bit. I think he's almost fully possessed him.
What is it?
Jesus Christ!
I need you to let me stay here tonight.
Are you out of your mind?
I feel scared. You what? There's something inside of me.
I think you are seriously losing it, bro.
Something is trying to get inside my body.
Yeah, and she's female and she's waiting for you in the cabana. And you want to sleep with me.
I don't care if you believe me or not.
I don't think he knows how sex works.
Phrasing.
You have some scary dreams, okay?
You forgot to turn that off.
Yes, I
I'm in
did.
trouble.
All right, man. What do you want me to do?
Just watch me. Don't fall asleep.
Sweet dreams, pal.
You're gonna be the one who dies.
You think?
Set himself up.
It's starting to happen again.
Hey, man.
Gotta hope you aren't asleep. Creepy. So is he trying to use Jesse as a portal?
I think so.
Oh, that means he exists in the real world. Does that make him immortal still? Well, Jesse's dead. Punch him! I'd have broken that door down by now.
He's not dead, he's just being taken over completely.
You can't.
Now what are you gonna do?
Jesse, my God, what happened?
I feel great. I'm so scared.
Jesse, what are you talking about? Who is doing this to you?
Fred Krueger. He's inside me.
Still
and he wants
Fred,
to
I'm not
take
calling
me
him Freddy.
again. I have blood on my hands.
No, you have paint on your hands. Let's get that straight. Oh, he's gonna kill everyone in that pool, but they're awake.
Yeah, but that's what Fred's been doing. So I'm taking over Jesse and killing people that are asleep. So when Jesse falls asleep, he gets taken over. So it's changing up the mythology a little bit in this movie. But it seems Freddy can still make things hot in the real world.
I know now that I brought him into my world. Our screams were all he needed. You can fight him.
Oh God, he's coming back. Get out of here, Lisa!
Jesse, fight him. You created him. You can destroy him.
Oh, poor
Fight him.
fishies. Get out of that pool.
He can't fight me. I'm here.
Freddy's emerged through him again.
Kick him in his face! You're not asleep, baby girl. Use that foot. There you go!
Pool's boiling.
She's gonna end up killing Jesse.
Jesse, help.
I'm Jesse now.
Kill me, Lisa. Please kill me.
Kill him.
Punch him.
Ain't doing anything.
I love you, Lisa.
Oh, God.
We don't have a glove anymore. They're just part of his fingers now. Ooh, neat trick. Shoot some of our trampoline on the back.
Just calm down, all right? Relax. It's gonna be all right.
He's like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm here to help you.
Help yourself, fucker. You are all my children now.
Nice try.
I'm out.
Where'd he go?
How much of Freddy is Jesse able to control? Is that him leading him away?
I think you went to the boiler room? They set up for it. Yep. The fuck? What did you do to those poor dogs? Oh, fire ants! That is rough, baby doll. I'm so sorry.
All in her head.
It's bringing the dream world into the real world.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. The way he's affecting everything.
Look, it's an ROUS.
It's a rodent of unusual size.
It's a cat of unusual size.
Come to me, Lisa.
Jesse, I know you're in there. Stop him.
No, Jesse's dead.
Lisa!
I love you, Jesse.
Is it working? Will the power of love save the day?
It is the 80s.
Go back to me, Lisa.
I am not afraid of you. Come back to me, Jesse.
He's dead.
Why don't you try and say it again? See if you believe it.
He's losing his grip. You can get out.
He'll die with both of us.
I'm melting! Power of the world! I'm melting. Good effect, though. It's one good thing about these, because they didn't have computers much then, everything had to be done in a practical way. And it looks so good because of it. Even when they're kind of cheap effects, it still looks fun.
Fire always looks good.
Mm. Jesse. Freddy was burned out of him.
No, honey. Not yet. Something's still coming.
Looks like the power of love saved the day.
No, it's not over yet.
So skeptical you are.
Have you met me?
Look, transition. It's day.
Yes.
The scene has changed. It's all okay. See, just like the end of the first one.
I'm glad.
It's all okay.
Have a good day, huh?
No. He's getting on the bus? What happened to his car?
Probably blew a gasket or some shit.
No.
What is so funny?
I can't believe it's actually all over.
Yeah, it's
Let's
all
not
over.
talk about it.
Nope, you're dying.
What is this? This bus is going too fast.
Yeah, Jesse, just sit down.
I think you should just get off the bus, bro.
Just remembering a bad dream with the bus? Is that all?
It's all over.
All over, bitch! Symmetry. We open with the bus, we gotta close with the bus.
It's unnecessary.
What do you mean unnecessary? It's very necessary.
Exactly what I said. It's unnecessary. He had a car.
Maybe it's just a dream. And credits.
That final scene was unbelievable because, first of all, she never would have said great party after almost getting cooked in a swimming pool, a slasher coming through and killing at least 3 of her friends, fire breaking out everywhere. No.
Sounds like a pretty fucking great party to me.
3 of your friends dying before you.
Oh, okay. Maybe not that much. Maybe not that bit.
Almost getting cooked in a pool.
Yeah. It's exciting.
It's exciting, but it's not what I call a good party.
No, probably right. But that's because clearly that was Dream Girl in a dream at the end, the way it opened in a dream on a bus.
That's
There's
correct.
symmetry. So, yes, so this was Friday the 13th. Fuck me. This was A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Take 462.
Part 2. Freddy's Revenge. It was the Freddy. Yeah.
He's tired.
And I'm not
He had
that
a long
tired.
day.
Ugh.
You're pretty.
Maybe. Sometimes. But yes, so this was the second movie in the Elm Street series of films. And this one clearly had a different spin
Brought Freddy into the real
Undertaker
world.
mythology, yes. It's one thing that was very apparent when this came out. How they didn't stick to the regular rules of Freddy can only kill you when you dream.
But the second movie, do you really have regular rules of Freddy yet? It's only the second
Not
movie.
fully established. It did do more than what they just introduced in the first, I will say.
That's true,
That
but a
is
sequel
true.
is supposed to
Yeah.
expand upon what the villain can do.
And do different things, which is one thing that I do like about this, that it tried to do something different, not the same thing as the first, and I do find that quite enjoyable. Problem is, when you measure it up against all the other films that came later, it sticks out like a sore fucking thumb. So when you take them all as a
They
whole,
made some proper mythology for him, and
they did something different and expand it.
yeah.
Also, the third film is considered a big fan favorite amongst people, so that goes back to basics of the original theme, and that's how people feel Freddy should always be in and done. So, fans of that,
Well, see, now I like
particularly say this one is not their favorite as well. But if you take it on its own,
So,
it's quite well done. Problem is, it's one of those movies and franchises where if you make the demon just another demon, not part of this franchise, but just any demon, the story itself, very good and enjoyable. But when taken as a whole with all the other films, as I mentioned, it sticks out. Friday the 13th has some films that are like that, where
Friday
if
the
you
13th
just...
started like that.
Yeah. But there are ones where you can make this about any demon and not Jason Voorhees, and it would be a good film. But since it's a Friday film, it sucks. according to people. Some people.
Well, okay, so I like that this sticks out. I feel like a sequel should stick out. It should change the rules a little bit. Freddy's trying to get out into the real world. He wants to go find Nancy. You know that was his end goal.
Yes, because Nancy, if she wasn't killed, is gone from Elm Street, and his only powers, so far as we are aware, is on that street. So if he can
That
become
they have
real,
played so far.
he can go out.
Or Nancy has found a way that he can't enter her dreams, so he had to go through his easiest portal into this world, which was through her house. Which means he needed somebody that was in the house to use to get to her.
Yeah. So there is some sense that is made in this movie when it was released.
Yeah, and I think it does what a sequel should. It makes it worse. Freddy's in your dreams, okay, don't fall asleep. Or learn how to, like, there are people that will comment on these and they say that, like, you know, you gotta remember these people are dreaming, but here's the thing. Not everyone controls their dreams, you're right. But there's a lot of people that learn how to control their dreams. My ex, he would see the kind of nightmares I get, and some of them are really, really bad. I've woken up screaming before. You haven't seen that. You also haven't had me punch you in my sleep. Lucky for you. I have a habit of going right for the diaphragm by accident. It's not fun. Anyway, not the point. The point is he used to tell me about this character that he used to build in his mind. And he used to use that character whenever he got scared in his dreams, and he would either morph into that character or he would call that character down like a Power Ranger calling down a Megazord. And that character would come in, he'd beat the ever-loving shit out of whatever the hell scared him, and move on with his life. It is possible, and it's to the point where I have been able to change my dreams to an effect to make them not as bad. Or I would wake up, go back into the dream. You know how sometimes you have a really, really bad dream, you wake up, and the minute you close your eyes, you're right back there. It takes a little bit to shake it. I've had more than one dream like that. I've been able to go back in, play through it again, almost like you're playing through a video game a second time, and make the outcome different, which helped make the dream lose its power and be less scary. So to the people that comment, you don't have control over your dreams, maybe not at first, but it can be developed.
I mean, it can be different for anyone. Some people may be able to do that, but others may not be able to, you know?
I firmly believe everyone has the capacity. They just gotta kind of stretch the muscle. Type of thing.
Yeah.
You gotta figure out what makes your muscle move.
Also, for a movie, you can make your characters do whatever you want them to.
That's true too. But I think being able to try and possess a person to come into the real world, it's very New Nightmare-y, where he started to come into the real world as well.
Also especially where the knives were part of the fingers and not just part of the glove. That was reintroduced in New Nightmare, which you have seen before.
I have seen that, yes, because he went in to show me how ridiculous this series can get.
Not ridiculous, but just how great it can get.
That's ridiculous.
It can get ridiculous, but it can also be really great. And I love New Nightmare. And I want you to watch that one before we started doing this.
Yeah, he had a Nightmare on Elm Street kick for a little while, and he's like, I want to show this one to you.
Yes.
Because it was in the middle of my Johnny Depp kick, and we watched the first one, and then you showed me that one. Because you're like, no, look, it can be silly, too.
It can be better.
It can be terrifying, but it can also be silly. I like that one had Robert Englund in it, and it was kind of a meta play on the
Oh, yeah, that's also another reason I wanted to show her that one. How his little first introductory to meta, Wes Craven, and precursor to Scream. So this one, though, no Wes Craven in it, though Wes does have some involvement in the third. I believe it was his initial story idea, or he wrote part of the script for that one, so that's why it's also more well regarded. This one, somehow the writer, either consciously or subconsciously, it's talked about, made this hella gay.
Hella gay.
This is well known as...
Hella gay.
This is very well known amongst the horror people as the gay...
Oh my god,
Elm Street movie. Also, the actor himself is a gay person, and he was basically told after this he can't play straight after this movie just because...
I mean, he did okay.
Okay, but it was like the female type screaming he did, where I guess some people were like, that's not that believable. So
listen, metrosexual guys can be straight too.
Yeah, but it is a backlash that he got from this. Eventually, he did go on
It did
to
come out in the 80s,
Yeah.
so I guess I can see
Yeah.
how that would come back on him. But at the same time, he did straight just fine.
He would go on to create or be part of this documentary series, Scream Queen or something, that was released recently. It was pretty good, basically
wait, that's
detailing
not
his
the-
story.
That's not the thing with... That was different than the thing with Uncle Jesse in it, right? That was released called Scream Queens?
Yeah, this
Okay.
well-known phrase, but it was like a Freddy Scream Queen type of thing that he did. It was mainly about the story of him and how he filmed this and the backlash he got and all that, and how he's becoming more open now, especially with fans and such amongst the community. So,
I wonder if he could reach out to the guy that played Billy in the Power Rangers and sort of had to come on, sort of find a camaraderie there. That always bummed me out that he left because he was bullied because he was gay.
yeah, it's bullshit.
That was my favorite Power Ranger, man. You know, when I was little, I didn't care that he was gay, straight, or purple. I just liked that he was the Blue Ranger and he was the cool nerdy dude.
Yeah, but if you watch this movie and you look at all the hints and the dialogues, it's like,
Oh my god! So many hints in the dialogue!
he's inside of me. You want to sleep with me?
He's like, yeah,
Yeah,
you want to get her, which first of all...
the BDSM type bar as well.
Let's talk about how you don't know what sex is if you think the girl's gonna get inside of you. Either that or you're having a gay fantasy of your own where you're thinking she's gonna butt fuck him. So maybe Grady was also very closet gay and just edging about how he came out. But yeah, BDSM bar. First of all, what? Why was that even in there?
Why not?
Why did it need to be a BDSM bar? I mean, like, I'm not knocking BDSM
You're
bars.
not gonna forget it.
I'd be happy to go to one, but why? It could have just been a regular bar. There was no reason to turn it into a BDSM bar. You were adding the kink in there. You wanted people's brains to go there. You wanted that fucking gym teacher to be a goddamn predator because he is obviously trying to be a dominant.
Yeah, I could see that.
Failing miserably, but trying.
And then he gets his ass spanked in the shower.
So spanked. To the point where, like, I'm surprised they didn't actually make cut marks in his ass before they went for his back. Like, also towels don't whip like that. But that's another story entirely.
It's dream logic.
Yeah,
Freddy
blah,
logic.
blah, blah.
Freddy's bringing the dream world into the real world in this one. That's why everything's all fucked up when they're not asleep, you know?
Yeah. that's
Birds
true.
exploding, toasters frying,
Without being plugged in.
lamps melting.
Young sisters singing songs while jump roping in their room that they don't know.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for
I used to be able to freak out a different ex-boyfriend with that song so bad. All you had to do was sing the 1, 2, and he was freaking the hell out. It was hilarious. He'd get all pissed off at me afterward, too, and I'd just be like, listen, no. There's a reason he and I broke.
Yeah, and this movie had some good practical effect work as well.
Very good practical effect.
A bit better than the first because a bit better budget, so we didn't have any of those.
The first one did so well.
First one had some of those things where you're like, yeah, I can see that. Oh, that's a doll, or this is clearly fake. But this one,
And I would love
was
to
able
know
to do better
what
because
the fuck kind of
better budget.
masks they put on those Rottweilers.
That was pretty
Like-
crazy.
I want to know what you did. You had to have, like, stuffed them with peanut butter or something. Because no dog's gonna let you put that on their face. There's no way.
No.
But I loved the firework they did with this, too. Like, the gel they had on the bars and the
Yeah, lots of fire in this.
the
and
fire effect work was
the effects for
very
it.
well done.
Very well done.
A lot of the Freddy effects were obviously fake. And you could tell the stuff on Freddy was fake, like when he broke Jesse apart.
Well, there's only so
There's
real
only
you
so
can make
much
it
they can
appear.
do, and I think
Coloring is
if
not
they
going to be
did
exact, but it
make
still
a
looked
nightmare
good.
film nowadays, that is one thing they would do better.
It'd just be CG'd.
It'd just be CG'd, but they could at least make it look way more real than here. Let me pull apart some latex.
But it looks cool when it's latex.
I'm not saying it doesn't look cool. I'm saying you could make the effect a little better by using CG for that.
Well, use latex, but then use CG to fix the coloring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't layer them. Let me put it this way. Both is good.
Okay, yeah, both is good when used properly together.
Both is good.
Yes.
Yeah, my favorite's the firework. The boiling pool you could see coming, but it was a nice way to add it in.
Mm-hmm.
I do kind of want to know if their AC works now in the house. There's that little bit at the end.
There's nothing wrong with the AC, it just needs some Freon.
Yeah. And 80s dads can try and fix anything in the house.
Yeah. And I'll include Google Kerr, who played the dad. Pretty great.
Oh, but he made me mad!
Oh, he did a good job.
Talk about toxic
Yeah.
bullshit.
He was also
masculinity.
in Return of the Living Dead. He was the owner of the warehouse. Remember?
Yes.
Yep. He just recently
was
passed away.
also
Very sad,
stupid in that movie.
but he plays a good character. He's a good actor. He plays
He's a
them well.
good actor. He does
Plays
his roles well.
The roles well.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah. So gets one of my standout awards for performances in this one.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
So, final thoughts?
Final thoughts. This is, for me, it's a fun follow-up. Seeing it years after the fact, not when it came out in theaters, and understanding the history of it, taken by itself, I still really like this. As part of the series, I can see it's a little off from the others, but this is still one I'm like, if I'm watching the series, I ain't skipping it. I really don't skip anything in series. But I enjoy this just as much as the first one, honestly. That's my main thoughts on this one, is that, given the two, yeah, I still enjoy it. It's still fun, and because I notice, or I see, that it is trying to have an expansion of the mythology set in the first one, and to try something different, which should not be really overtly or overly criticized. It should be celebrated when a sequel tries to at least do something a bit different. It's the sequels that do the same goddamn thing where you're like, well, what's the point? So
I agree with your sentiments.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I will ever enjoy a nightmare movie. Mostly because he used to haunt me as a little kid, and it did not help that I had horrible nightmares. But I do appreciate the practical effect work. I do appreciate, like you said, that the sequel was different, and they tried.
Mm-hmm.
They actively tried to take the story and make it more, which I think is commendable for a sequel. It's not one of those sequels that you just see and it completely flops. This isn't a flop. It only became something people bitched about after the ones afterward came out. So I think for a
most
sequel
part,
as
yeah.
it is,
I mean, at
it's
the time,
a really good sequel.
at the time, people could have complained that it's not the same as the first, because you still got
It's not supposed to be the same as the
I know.
first. It's the sequel.
I know, but you still get people like that saying, "Hey, why wasn't he doing it in the dreams? I don't like this idea." That happens even today.
Well,
for
I mean,
series when people try to do
you
something
know
different, But that's you just gotta go with it.
Listen,
Do what you want to do. People who
there are
recognize what you're
also
doing will
people
appreciate
that
it.
complain about Scream 3, and they can go
And they're
fuck
wrong.
themselves just as much.
Yes, they're wrong.
Scream 3 is one of his favorites.
It's my comfort Scream movie.
It is.
It is.
Besides the first one, because, come
Well,
on.
Scream's like favorite watch. Scream 3 is just comfort food.
Yeah. But yeah, I liked the story. I liked that they went back into the same house and they used a lot of the same elements, and that they tied it into I think they tied it into the first one really well. I would have liked to, if they're going to bring up Nancy, for them to have found out what happened to her.
Yeah.
I think it was
They
missing
did that
that.
open-ended. Yeah. Well, once we
And-
start part 3, I'm going to tell you now we're going to get more Nancy.
Okay.
But also because of that, you kind of sometimes go from 1 to 3 in this series, because the second one, it's not at all important when it comes to the rest of the series.
It's not meant to be. It was a sequel.
Yeah.
It was where they said, this did really well the first time, let's see if we can expand upon it. And then they tied it into the first one really, really well. And then they obviously decided, well, let's bring back the original that seems to have done a little better, and let's flesh this out a little bit more. Once you get through the second one and you realize, hey, this is going to make a lot of money, then you can really make your decisions, because this is another one of those groundbreaking
You do
villains.
get more mythology expansion in the third one, which you will see, which a lot of people were much more receptive to.
Yeah, this is coming out at the same time that Halloween's big, that Friday the 13th is gaining steam. This is the third main big villain to have its own series. And you have to expand upon that, and then they decide...
Yeah, third.
Yeah, because
Roughly.
you had Michael Myers, then you had Jason,
Michael,
and then you had Freddy.
Jason, and Leatherface doesn't have his sequel yet.
Right.
So Hellraiser's not happening yet. Chucky hasn't happened yet. So yeah, it's pretty much like the third big horror icon, and he becomes like the most iconic
of the series
as the series goes on, because it becomes full-on pop culture Freddy, definitely by the release of the fourth movie.
But yeah, so here you have another trailblazer in the horror world that still has to flesh out, okay, what makes a serial villain? How are we going to keep Freddy alive? What are his rules? What are his weaknesses? Because you have to have those fleshed out at some point.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just say, well, this was fun. What can we do this time? No, you have to have some rules to the character that make the character the character. They hadn't figured that out in this one, and they decided once they realized they had the money and the ability and the steam rolling to make a third one, that's obviously what they were going to do.
They would then establish, okay, the rule is he kills you in your dreams. That's what people like, that's what they were receptive to, that's what we'll stick to.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so no more Freddy trying to take over a person in the real world.
My final thoughts on this are that this was a good Let's Test the Waters movie.
It was.
And it was a very good follow-up to the first. I think it did it justice.
Yes. So a good sequel. In fact, I like most of the sequels to this. They're all pretty...
You just love this series in general.
Yeah, lots of people do. So, and we're gonna love the next one we do.
I'm gonna hate the next one we do.
You're gonna hate part 3 just
That's
because...
the one I could not walk in the dark for 2 years.
She has childhood memories of seeing bits of that one.
And then we went to Field of Screams, and it scarred me more.
So, it's probably going to be another video I will publish between this one and that one, but the next sequel is definitely the next Freddy video, probably the next week after this one. It's going to be part 3. So, stay with us. If you enjoy this series as much as we do, we are going to be continuing it. So, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
For this watch, this reaction, and review of A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. Got it right that time.
Yes, you did. You didn't try and say Friday the 13th.
I did.
Go.
So,
so proud of you.
Thanks. So, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
Stay spooky.
Bye.